Have you ever had that gut feeling that something just doesn't add up? Like a shadow of doubt creeps into your mind, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Today we're diving into one of the most subtle yet revealing signs in female psychology. When a woman cheats, what's the first thing she says to you? Let's explore this from a Stoic perspective, calm, composed, and wise. Now, let's be clear. Infidelity is not limited to one gender, but women often display unique psychological patterns when they stray. The first thing a cheating woman says isn't necessarily a confession or an outright denial. Instead, it's something far more strategic, a defense mechanism. She'll say something like, "Why don't you trust me?" or "You're acting paranoid." These phrases might seem harmless, but they're carefully designed to shift the focus away from her actions and onto your feelings. This tactic is called deflection. When someone feels guilty, their instinct is often to redirect the conversation to avoid scrutiny. Why? Because guilt is uncomfortable. Instead of addressing the truth, they make you question your reality. As Stoics, we know the importance of staying grounded. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Don't let emotional manipulation cloud your judgment. But here's where it gets tricky. Not every suspicion means infidelity, and not every defensive phrase is a sign of guilt. So, how can you tell the difference? You observe. Pay attention to patterns. Does she suddenly guard her phone, change her routine, or become overly critical of you? These are subtle red flags that, when combined, could reveal the truth. Stoicism teaches us to remain calm in the face of uncertainty. Instead of confronting with anger, approach the situation with clarity. Ask yourself, is this about my insecurities, or are there genuine signs of deceit? Reflect before you react. Remember, a woman who respects you and values your relationship will address your concerns with transparency, not defensiveness. Observe without accusing. Look for consistent changes in behavior. Communicate calmly. Ask open-ended questions without judgment. Focus on your inner peace. Your worth isn't defined by someone else's actions. At the end of the day, remember this: you cannot control what others do, but you can control how you respond. If infidelity is confirmed, take it as an opportunity to grow stronger and wiser. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, it's about mastering them. So the next time you hear, "Why don't you trust me?" don't jump to conclusions, but don't ignore your intuition either. Approach the situation with the wisdom of a Stoic. When a woman cheats, the first thing she says often reveals more than she intends. Today, we're uncovering the psychology behind those first words. This isn't about creating paranoia. It's about understanding patterns, staying calm, and approaching relationships with the wisdom of Stoicism. Let's set the stage. Imagine your partner says something that catches you off guard. Maybe it's a defensive comment like, "You're acting crazy," or "I can't believe you don't trust me." These aren't just words, they're psychological smokescreens, often used to divert attention. But here's the question. Why these phrases? Why not something more straightforward? It's because human behavior, especially under guilt, follows predictable patterns. This is a classic case of deflection. Deflection is a psychological defense mechanism used to protect oneself from blame. In the context of infidelity, it's a way to avoid confrontation by making you feel like the problem lies with you, not them. Here's what you need to remember. When someone deflects, it's not always proof of wrongdoing, but it's often a sign that they're hiding something. And this is where Stoicism comes in. Instead of reacting emotionally, pause, breathe. Marcus Aurelius taught us to remain anchored in reason, not swept away by suspicion. Let's break this down further. There are 3 common types of phrases a cheating woman might say, and I'll explain the psychology behind each one. Translation: she's trying to invalidate your feelings. This shifts the focus from her actions to your supposed flaws, making you question your instincts. You're imagining things. This is gaslighting, a subtle yet damaging tactic that makes you doubt your own perceptions. Over time, it erodes your confidence in identifying the truth. Why don't you trust me? This statement frames her as the victim, painting your concern as an attack rather than a valid observation. Now, you might wonder, how do I respond? Stoicism gives us the tools to navigate these moments with grace and composure. Here's what you do. Exhale deeply. No. The no has no hope. Observe silently. Instead of confronting immediately, take mental notes. Look for consistency in behavior. Words might lie, but actions rarely do. Second, ask questions instead of accusing. A calm approach disarms defensiveness. Ask things like, is there something you'd like to talk about? Or, I've noticed some changes lately. What's on your mind? Third, stay centered in your values. Your peace of mind is your greatest asset. If there's dishonesty, it will surface eventually. Until then, remain patient and composed. It's important to understand that not every defensive phrase means infidelity. Sometimes, people deflect out of fear, insecurity, or stress unrelated to cheating. Your job is to stay calm and discerning. Don't jump to conclusions, but don't ignore the signs either. Balance intuition with rationality. Stay curious, not accusatory. Approach with a mindset of learning, not attacking. Control your emotions. Don't let anger or fear dictate your actions. Trust patterns, not excuses. Pay attention to recurring behaviors, not one-off explanations. At its core, Stoicism isn't just about staying calm. It's about mastering your emotions and using wisdom to guide your decisions. If your partner is honest, your calm demeanor will encourage openness. But if there's deceit, your patience will uncover it without the chaos of unnecessary conflict. Here's the truth. When someone cheats, they often reveal themselves in their attempt to cover up. But your reaction defines how the situation unfolds. With the principles of Stoicism, you'll not only uncover the truth, but also emerge stronger and more self-assured. So the next time you hear phrases like, "you're paranoid," remember this video. Pause, observe, and take control of your emotions. Don't let anyone make you doubt your worth or intuition. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button and share it with someone who might need this wisdom. Subscribe for more insights into relationship psychology and Stoicism. And as always, stay calm, stay wise, and stay strong.